praise to the Most High. Khan, Shalom, Shalom. Right, happy Shabbat. Want to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, who the world calls God and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right, we got another topic, a topic that Israel go to a lot. We would go to a lot for to the world end, right? Is give not thy strength unto women. Right, give not thy strength unto women. Right, I'm gonna kick it off with a precept because I'm gonna get Exodus. Actually, I'm gonna get Luke. We're gonna kick it off with Luke. Cause I mean this like I say, we go through this topic all the time, but you know, this is really strong because you got men these days get a strength to women every day. Somebody right now is giving their strength to a woman, right? Is giving up their check, their whole life, Social Security, bank account, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 15. It says, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, right? Got a lot of men covet women. That's really what they do. Strong desire, right? As soon as they see Eve, their eyes get bucked like the son of mass. They don't know how to handle themselves. No, don't have self-control. You know, they forget all their morals. They may even forget the precepts. God forbid, that's a brother, right? I'll read that again. He said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consists not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. So a man may get a woman and he may think, oh, cool, I'm decent. That's all I need. I accomplished everything in life, right? I accomplished everything, right? Jake get a comely Eve, and next thing you know, he thinks he won. You know what I'm saying? He won at life. He's showing her off, right? He doing all type of wicked things, right? I yield with that though.
I'm gonna get the classic, right? It's Proverbs 31, right? Straight to the point. Right, Proverbs, right, chapter 31, right? I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy way to that which destroyeth kings. Right? When you pay attention, right, to the various men in the Bible, some of the mightiest men, right, not only in the Bible, but throughout history have failed to a woman. Right? Even the Greeks got stories, right? Helen of Troy, right? The face that launched 1,000 ships. Let me see if I can pull it up real fast, right? Give me a second. Right, see if I can share my screen real fast. Right, so lucky.
God, you know how to do that?
Yeah, I think so. I think I did it.
Most probably.
Right. Give me a second. Right. Let's see. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Con.
Right. So it says, right, Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. It says it is a well-known figure of the speech and a snippet of the 17th century poetry that refers to Helen of Troy. Right. Let me see. Right. What is the meaning of the phrase, the face that launched 1,000 ships? Helen, her abduction by Paris Khan. Right. So what happened, right? Helen of Troy. Right. We're just gonna run it down. Right. What happened was that she was married to a king, right? And then the king he visited another land and one of his throne, right? And in his kingdom, right? And what had happened was another man had fell in love with her, right? Because he had fell in love with her, she had stayed from going back home to her husband right? And she stayed at home. She stayed in the new land with the new man that she had fell in love with, right? And what had happened was the king sent all of his armies back just to destroy wipe out that entire land just to find his wife, right? Helen of Troy, it says that she was so beautiful that that man launched 1,000 ships to try to get her back, right? The Lord said in Proverbs, the 31st chapter, it says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings, right? Anytime where somebody else has more control of you, right, especially if it's your woman, right, you bound for destruction. You bound for it, right? Anytime, right, that's what being emotional actually is, right? Jake say being emotional is that you just cry a lot, or that you just in your chest, right? Being emotional is when your feelings have more authority over your decisions than logic does, right? And that's what happened. And the reason that Jake is, we're gonna get into that later, right? Brothers got it.
God, yeah, man. I mean, brothers bringing it out, but that's really covet. It's a lot of men out here that just covet women. They treat them as like precious gold. Let me bring out, and like you said, you got men in the Bible that fell. One of the most mighty men that fell towards a woman. Right? We got Samson. We all know Samson. He didn't even want to hear the counsel of his father. Right? And Jake do that now, right? You tell him not to mess with Eve. He know whatever she's dealing with. He knows she's got history of setting up man and so on and so forth. And he still want to deal with her just because how she looks. And she's comely to behold. But man, I got to deal with it. The next thing you know, he jammed up, man. Right? Let me get, I'm going to bring out First Esdras. Bring out First Esdras. First Esdras chapter 4. Salakia. First Esdras chapter 4. Let me see which one. I'm going to get First Esdras chapter 4, verse 3. But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things and have dominion over them. And whatsoever he commanded them, they do. So as a king, he is Lord over, over the earth. He is Lord over his kingdom. When you give your strength to a woman, I mean, you really got your crown taken. You really took your crown off and put it on her head without her even without even her doing anything, just because how she looks, what she's doing to you. You easily seduced, right? I'm gonna read that again. But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things and have dominion. So you took your crown off and put it on her head. Now she has dominion over you. She telling you when to use the bathroom. She telling you when to take a shower. She having you make decisions, right? You can't even make your own decisions. Your bill, your late. You got to pay a bill. Shalom. You got to pay a bill, and you late on your rent just because how comely she is, and just because she says she wants to go out somewhere. You need to take care of responsibilities, but you throwing all that off to the side. The Lord not dealing with that, right? I'm gonna drop down. Let me see, to verse 23. It says, "Yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal and to sail upon the sea and upon rivers." It said he taketh his sword. Now look in today's world. A man take his gun just for a woman, right? If Eve tell him to go, hey, I don't really like how dude is, man. You know what I'm saying? Set up his own brother, right? Get Eve to seduce a brother, and he just set him up. Now he got his gun for him. Or we all know Eve. I'm telling my brother. Or she pick on anybody at the workplace, and just you know what I'm saying? Just have Jake just go all loose, man. Just because he been touching me. When really you started it. Now you got Jake out here getting into things he don't even need to be getting in. Right? reading on, verse 24, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in darkness, and when he has stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love, right? And when he do all manner of wickedness, he bringeth it all to his woman. And you treating that as your other God. You treating her as a God. You got Jake out here saying, yeah, man, Eve, you know what I'm saying? Women is God, man. She bring life to this earth. Brother, that's going off, man. I yield with that.
So you can hear me?
God.
Con. Right. I'm gonna get a precept real fast. In Jeremiah, I'm gonna get two precepts, right? I'm gonna go to Isaiah. Give me a second. Isaiah chapter 3, right? Because really all it is, right? Brothers just want to find a woman. Right? Brothers, the whole reason, right? I'm gonna give you, right, the breakdown to why men always give their strength unto women, right? Because half of these brothers got mother issues, right? Half of these brothers got mother issues, right? They looking for their mother in all of these different women, and because they submitted to their mother so long, when they find a woman or they find a mother in all of these women, right, they submit unto these women just the same way that they submit unto their mothers, right? Because their father wasn't there, right? So brothers, right? Brothers really don't know what it means to be a leader, what it means to lead the household. They think that providing, right? First time, I can't stand that word, man. And brothers be like, "Oh, you a man, you gotta provide." Brothers don't even know what the hell providing is. They think providing is just financial, right? It's Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths." Right? When you go to wisdom, I think it's Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 12. Let me get it real fast. Right, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, "Their wives are foolish, and their and their children wicked." I'm gonna start at 11. It says, "For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked." Right, the reason that their wives are foolish, because it's going into men, right? Men that don't understand proper leadership, how to understand properly how to guide his woman, how to teach his woman, right? These are they vain men. That's why it says that their hope is vain, right? And they despise wisdom. Right? These are the men that join the feminist movement, right? Or these are the men, right? What's the other movements that they got going on now? I think it's okay to be an LGBTQ plus, right? These people that live alternative lifestyles. These are the type of people that promote that. Right, 10 years ago, I was just watching, right, a Cat Williams special from 10 years ago, right, in which it was certain stuff that you could say. You could make jokes about gay people back then. You can't make it about them now. Right, you can make jokes about women back then. Right, you can't make jokes about it now, right? We allow it, right, when it says that their wives are foolish and their children wicked. I say children are wicked because the brother didn't know how to properly lead the children either. He didn't know how to lead his wife. Right? He let her run the house. I got a couple presets, but I'm gonna drop it after I go to Jeremiah, right? But he didn't know how to run the house. Right? He didn't know how to check her when she was out of order. He didn't know how to check his kids. This is the brother, right? Brothers be so afraid. Matter of fact, see that? You got me on speaker, Sam? Alexa, what is the ratio of men to women? You gotta unmute it.
No, she can't. No, I got it. It's loud.
Huh? Alexa, what is the ratio of men to women? Right, you gotta say it. Alexa don't want to answer me.
You said, say it again.
What is the ratio of men to women? Right, I'm gonna Google it. Right, you can ask her though. You gonna ask her?
I did, but I don't know what's going on.
You gotta say it out loud.
Alexa. I don't know why it's off.
The blue line kind of come up under. Oh, it's not plugged in. Right.
Yeah.
We ain't got to worry about it. Right. But brothers understand, right? We understand that the ratio was like what, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, right? And men or women. And what it is, right? Brothers be so afraid to lose their woman because they feel like they ain't gonna get another one, or they might have went a real long time without getting a rib in the first place, right? Or damn, whatever the hell it is, right? Brothers be so afraid to lose their women. I think they've been to them. That they let them do whatever. They let them say whatever, right? Until she becomes a reproach. Next thing you know, that brother's just living a miserable life. Like them the brothers that be like happy wife, happy life. And be miserable as hell. I'm going to Jeremiah chapter 44 and start at verse 15, right? It says, then the men, matter of fact, I might want to start up higher. I'm going to start at 15, right? It says, then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee. Right? These brothers were so afraid to stand up to their wives, to be the man of the house, to set their house in order, that they started to disobey the Most High just because their women wanted to offer up incense unto the queen, right, to the queen of heaven. Right? It's madness. Right? It says, but since we left, right, verse 17, it says, but we will certainly do whatsoever goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the queen of heaven, to pour out a drink offering unto her, as we have done. We and our fathers, our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, for we had plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. Right? It got so bad that they were, man, I don't even know what to say. Right? It's just weak men, right? Soft brothers that make women their strength. Now, don't get me wrong. Your woman is a vital part of your household, right? She's important, and every woman should be treated as such, man, right? But some brothers put the needs of their wives above them, what the Most High mandated. They put the needs of their wives, or not even their wives half the time. It's just a girl they like, man. Right? All you gotta do is go on YouTube or Instagram, and you will see 50 podcasts full of her men. That's quote unquote, right, telling men how to redeem themselves, but behind closed doors, they buying women from overseas. It's prostitution. Brothers got it.
Con, I want to touch on that part too. Like, man, they don't know how to lead. You know, it's because, you know, they raised in a single parent household, depending on how their mom raised them. You know, they can't let their mama go. They can't let their mom go. You know, and when they deal with, you know, other women, you know, subconsciously they putting their mama, they having a relationship with their mom. So they just be giving their strength unto women. I'm gonna bring this out. Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. It says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. But the point is, I'm gonna read that again. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife. But Jake never left his mom. You know what I'm saying? They getting into an altercation with a female, and he got his mom on his mind. Man, she used to, man, bro, like he just jammed up. You know what I'm saying? He used to his mom doing everything. You know, as he grew up. I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers, you know, it's the curses, man. Your father not there, right? You grew up with your mom doing everything. She take you everywhere, and you see her, you know what I'm saying, do all type of things. So it programmed in your mind. So when you dealing with a woman, you hey, what should I do? Like, brother, why you can't make a decision, bro? You know what you need to do. Like, you steady coming. Ain't nothing wrong with asking, but she shouldn't have to like tell you, yes, do this, do that, do it shouldn't be that way, right? You gotta let your mom go, man. Right? Because now you just letting her make every decision that you need to make. Right? I'm gonna bring out.
I got some on that too after you finish.
You got something on that too?
Pulled up, right? The therapist, right? You got it.
I got let me yeah, man. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna bring out too. Yeah, come right. I'm gonna bring out First Esdras again, man. This chapter mighty, man. Right, I'm gonna bring out First Esdras chapter 4 and verse 30. Right, I'm gonna start at 29. Yet did I see him, so like a Patmi, it's like for the pronunciation, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king and taking the crown from the king's head. And this is what we do, right? But really, we just give it to him. We give our strength to him just because she's beautiful, and whatever she says to you, she could be lying to you. She's saying sweet nothings, and you just falling for it, right? It says, and taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. And she also struck the king with her left hand, right? And that's what Eve think. Like, she may not even do it physically, but in her mind, she like, yeah, nigga, yeah, I got you right where I want you. Yeah, see that? Give me this. Give me that. Taking everything. Eve know what they be doing, man. Right? In verse 31, and yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. So he amazed. And Jake do that. You know, Eve will say something slick, and Jake will have his mouth open. He know it wasn't, he know it was off. He know that's not even, you don't even, you're not even supposed to say that to me. Right? But his mouth just open. He thinking. You know what I'm saying? Renown, if she laughed upon him, he laughed also. So she said something off, but you she said something off, but you like, nah, that's all. But she laughed, but you laughed too. Oh, she was just playing. But you know she wasn't playing. Your spirit told you she wasn't playing, right? But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again. And then if she feels some type of way, you hug and kisses, and that's off, man. You be giving yourself, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything, right? You want to go to the grocery store, she want to have something or whatever it is, and it's too high. You may not have the money for right now because you have other responsibilities you need to take care of, and she gets upset about it. But it's all good. I can get it right now. Now you ain't got no money. Now you can't pay the light bill, right? That's you shouldn't be doing it. That's off. I yield with that.
Come on, bro. You hear me?
God.
God, right. I pulled up, right, this article, right. It's called Relationships, right? Why do some men worship women? Goes dates back to 2013, right, by a man named Oliver J.R. Cooper, right? Let me just start from the second paragraph, right? It says, and although men are the physical example of the masculine, internally they possess both the masculine and feminine, right? This is not literally saying that a man possesses masculine and feminine. Feminine, you have something that's called estrogen, right? Estrogen is a not a chemical, right? It's more so like it's like testosterone, but it's more so like for women, right? You got estrogen and you got testosterone. Now the testosterone is more so abundant in men, right? But estrogen is more abundant in women. So when it says that they possess both the masculine and the feminine, right? Men, they possess testosterone and they also have estrogen, right? And it says women are the same, also including the masculine, right? Because women may also have testosterone is just a way lower level than a man has. It says, so when a man worships a woman, he is putting them on the pedestal. He is putting them on a pedestal, and they are being elevated, right? This can cause a man to feel inferior, although as though he has less value or importance compared to a woman, right? A woman is then not seen as human being, but as someone who is perfect and godlike, right? And then he goes on to talk about it even more. I'm going to go down to the consequences aspect. It says to feel less and below a woman, right, is inevitably going to cause a man to see them as perfect. It will also going to be a real challenge when having a relationship with one, as if they are so high up, one can't help but feel so low down, right? Brothers, most of the time, really they be having self-esteem issues, right? A lot of time, that's why they praising a woman, right? And then what they do is they project their insecurities, right, onto her when they don't see her as perfect, right? When she might make a mistake, right? That's really all it is, right? Giving your strength unto a woman is really just insecurity, right? Softness. Let me just precept real fast, right? In 1 Timothy, right? Like it's the book of 1 Timothy, right? Chapter, what I want? I think I want 5. 1 Timothy chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, but if any provide not for his own house, so like it says, but if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he had denied the faith and is worse than an infidel, right? The best thing that you can provide women is not money. Because you can see in Tobit what? In Tobit, the brother couldn't work. He was blind, right? What the problem is, right, when we deem as money as the ruler of our household, is whoever makes the more money or whoever's the breadwinner runs the house, right? The man runs the house because the Most High said you do. That's that simple. However, right, when you make all of these other things the key in factors on who's the strength of the household, right? Brothers don't even know, right? Let me find it real fast. Right, I'm gonna go to it. Right, brothers don't even know, right, what it actually, like, what Abba means or what father means. The Ah, I wish I could write it down somewhere. Right, the Ah is the ox. It represents strength. Right, let me find it real fast. Alphabet. Let me get it. Bear with me. Right, Paleo Hebrew alphabet meaning. All right, let's see if I can find it. Right, is this it? Yeah, I can't see. Yeah. Right, real fast. Hold on. Right, brothers, bear with me. I'm gonna try to share it. Right, present, share screen. Right, bear with me. I don't really know what I'm doing. Right, there it is. Right, can you kind of read that a little bit? I'm gonna zoom it in some. Right, the Allah, yeah, like the Allah, right? Abba or the Allah Bayah, right? That's what it is. Right, Abba or the Allah, it means ox or the strength, right? And then you got the Bayath, right, which means family or house, right? Or ox, it means hit, like it. The Abba in short terms just means the strength of the house or the strength of the family, right? So when the Bible says, if any provide not for his own, right, that's the providing that it's talking about. You have to provide what your position is. You're the strength of the house, man. Right? You are what the house is supposed to be built upon. Right? But what happens when a brother makes it as that, oh, that's what the woman's job is to be. Her job is to be the backbone. It's to hold it all together. Right, brother, you're not providing. Right? It's not about finances. You know what kids need? You know what kids need to provide her with? ass whoopings, right? You best believe, right? Any kids in a Moore household is being provided with the best of ass whoopings when they need it. Lord willing, you understand that, right? That's what it's talking about providing, man. I'm gonna read it again. Right? It says, but if any provide not for his own, and especially of those of his own house, he hath denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Right? A man that doesn't know how to be the strength of the house, or the strength of the family, or the power, or the leader, right, of what he has built, right, in his kingdom, I says that man is worse than an infidel. He didn't deny the faith, right? Brothers want to be on camera so bad, right, but don't know how to correct their wives. Right? You got some brothers, brothers really don't even be knowing how to teach their wives sometimes, man. Brothers going into the 12 feathers right, with their rib. She confused as hell. She don't even know who the hell Augustus is. Like damn confounded. Brothers be, talking to their rib. Oh, we gotta make sure you sharpen up your sword. Do a little debate with her sometimes. Hey, brothers, what's going on? Right? Brothers need to be more and well equipped, right, to be the strength of the house, or to be the provider or the power that that's talking about. Right? Brothers got it.
That's why I'm gonna bring this out. I'm gonna bring this out, man. Because you got to be apt to teach our sisters, man. You can't just be, because brothers be so ready for a rib, so ready to take on the Eve. But I mean, like the brother was saying, you got to be ready to teach these women, man. Teach our sisters, right? I believe I'm definitely 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. It reads, "Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." So, I mean, you got to study to show yourself approved to even get an Eve, right? I mean, just coming in this thing, maybe a year and a couple months. I mean, you still got a lot, to prove to even take care of a rib, to even know not to give your strength unto a woman, which is the precepts. Like, man, I mean, most our willing ain't brothers out here that's been in here for a while and, you jamming yourself up. Right, I'm gonna bring out Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So you made these commandments are instructions for us in a way to avoid a lot of things. That's what the Most High gave us. So you end up getting a rib or something like that. I mean, these commandments is to direct you and to make sure that you're on the straight path and that you don't end up, you can avoid a lot of things, man. And what's that? Giving your strength to a woman, right? Read on down, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman, right? Of a strange woman, right? I'm gonna read that again. I'm gonna read down. Lust not after her beauty and thine heart. So these commandments will help you to keep you from the strange woman, man. She may be beautiful, but she flatters you, right? You may like how she dressed. She may appear. Let me bring this out, man. Salakia. Because Satan crafty, man. Satan crafty as hell. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14, it says, "No marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." So just because she comely, and the Most High told you, don't lust after her beauty, man. Do not lust after her beauty. Because once lust enters, it's a wrap. Once lust is in your flesh, your mind is perverted, it's over with, right? Every time you with her, y'all having a good time. She's saying a lot of sweet nothings to you. You're not even taking heed to the commandments no more. Just because of her beauty, man. And then if you got it, Eve, you've been with for a while and she's comely to behold, but you still falling from her looks. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. Honestly, I don't know what to say to that at all. Because it says, "Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids," right? So don't let her take you her eyelids, man. All she got to do is look at you, and next thing you know, you buying her everything in the mall, knowing damn well you got to pay your phone bill or whatever it is you need to focus on. That's off, right? I got another precept. I got one more precept, man. Because you got to think about it too. And the brothers that do got ribs, you know, brother have to may do a video or may write a breakdown, get some chapters in, but he want to lay down with his rib and get on Netflix, you know, cuddle with his rib or whatever, knowing that you need to get things done. The Most High see that. He going to overthrow your household quickly. Just due to that, you being slothful, and you being slothful is just you giving your strength unto your woman, man. Right? Let me get that. I'm going to bring out Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 2. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? Right? Solomon say, I said of laughter. So he laughing, man. He laughing like, what's the point of pleasure? Because ultimately, you shouldn't be looking at your woman for pleasure. You giving your strength unto women. All you see her as an object. That's what's jamming you up. You see her as an object. I don't even know I can say this, but we said it before. But you basically using her as a tool, man, to replace, you know, your right hand. That's off. That's all you using her for. And Solomon said, I said of laughter, is it mad, of mirth, what doeth it? So what's the point? Because are you even paying attention to her righteous traits? Do you know if she's gonna keep the commandments? Does she even has the fear of the Lord? Right? Is she even gonna, if you feeling down, is she even gonna lift you up? Does she even have those traits? But no, you just focus on her beauty, and that's the reason why you took her as a wife. And now you jammed up. Now you end up celebrating birthdays, right? Now you end up celebrating Christmas. Now you thinking about, man, she going to the not family reunion, but Thanksgiving, man. She going to Thanksgiving. She don't even want to celebrate the new moon with brother. But you end up going though, just because you giving your strength to her. I love her. Adam did the same thing. As soon as he ate that fruit, and it was a wrap. Right, I yield with that.
I'm gonna go to First Ezra chapter 3 and verse 12. Right, it says, the third rope, women are strongest, but above all things, truth beareth the weight of victory. Right, yeah, it kind of says something real heavy. You said sometimes little brothers know they should get to reading, right? Know they should study, watch a video, right? Take notes or something of that matter. And what do they usually do, right? They end up giving that with time up to go and lay down with their ribs, right? And while it's important, right, to lay down with your ribs, it's important to cherish your ribs, right? I don't think brothers truly understand the strength that a woman comes with, right? One way that I view women, right, I heard this from an elder, right? Women are lionesses, right? And it takes the lion in you to make her submit, right? And what it is some brothers not enough of a lion, right? And I'm Ephraim, but that lion is there, right? So some brothers don't have enough of a lion within them, right? They can't conjure up, right, that spirit enough, right, to be the one that's in charge of their household, right? Because First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26, it says, yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. Right? Brothers will give up usually anything when it comes to their woman, right? They give up money, they give up time, right? And some men don't even understand, but they give up their relationship with the Most High, right, by giving a strength unto their woman, right? The beauty, all right, let me get this precept real fast, right? It talks about the beauty of a woman, right? Let me see if I can find, I got another verse off this precept. Proverbs 11 and verse 22. It says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion, right? And we're going to get what that definition of discretion is, right? Because there's a lot of people, women out here, a lot of brothers out here that don't have discretion, right? But they just choose a woman all willy-nilly, right? Because they like the way she looks, right? It says the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way to avoid causing offense or revealing private information. It says the freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. We're gonna roll with that one. So a woman that doesn't understand or know how to make the proper decisions, right? She could be the woman that says it could, like, say she in a bar, right? Could just take the right man and say the right thing at that right day, at that right time, and next thing you know, hey, you know what happens, right? Some women don't actually have any discretion, right? Some women be so afraid, right? I get how sick and wicked and twisted some men are, right? But some women, right, are even too afraid, right, to give their numbers out to a man, right? Instead of just saying, no, you can't have my number. I got a man. Nah, I'm married. Right? Trusting in the Lord. And I get how wicked it is out here. Right? You got some men that's sick and twisted, right? But it says, as a jewel in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Right? You could choose the wrong woman, and next thing you know, you all out of whack. Right? I'd rather, right, tie it up in a knot and slam it in the door, right, before you stick it in the wrong woman. Right? Because you can get an STD. Shit, you can get children. You tied to her for life, right? One mistake, ran with the wrong woman, I could end you up with that woman for life. See that? And what's crazy is that that's the way it's actually supposed to be, right? You lay down with that woman, you're supposed to be with her for life. Right? But next thing you in a house with a brawling woman, right? I think that's in Sirach 26, right? A brawling woman. Right? Or is that Proverbs? There it is, Proverbs 21. Right? It says, it is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Right? Because brothers know how tough it get, right? Eve, you just got one of them Eves, right? Chiefly, right, the women of the tribe of Benjamin, right? The women of the tribe of Judah, right? Y'all Judah is be wild, right? Yashakar, and Apharium, right, be wild too, right? But brothers know those brawling women, right? They call them, they say angry black women, strong black women. That's what they want to say. It says better to be in the corner of the housetop, right, than to be with a brawling woman. Let me tell you something, right? Every woman in every tribe is really like that, right? Even these so-called white, hey, what's his name? Johnny Depp, right? His woman defecated on his bed, right? His woman defecated on his bed, right? It's madness. But you know what he did? Like, he stuck it out regardless, right? He didn't do nothing to fix the situation, right? That's madness, right? That's giving your strength into a woman, just allowing her to do what the hell ever and not correcting anything, not fixing anything, just allowing it to flow easy going so that you don't cause more issues in the household, right? Not understanding that you're actually the problem, right? Not correcting her is actually the problem. My brother's got it.
That brother walking on eggshells, man. What's that precept? I believe that's Proverbs. It's in Proverbs. Should be 19. Because basically he don't want to just have her do anything and not set no boundaries. See, once you give your strength unto a woman, man, you ain't setting no boundaries, man. You ain't saying, all right, you can't do this. You know, I ain't dealing with that, so and so, whatever. Whatever you got, what order you ever got to set in your household, that's how it should be. But you don't do that. You got to set boundaries, man. And you don't do that, I mean, it's all hell gonna break loose. Now you walking on eggshells. You're scared to go in the house. You got Jake that be outside in the car. Just in the car. As soon as he get off work, he just in the car, like, man, heart heavy, right? Thinking. He trying to listen to music to get it off his mind. It's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. I believe that's Proverbs chapter 19. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Bear with me. Let me see. It should be Proverbs 19. Bear with me. If I'm not mistaken. It should be. I ain't trying to hold it. I'm gonna just bring this out. Right, this is the book of Sirach. I'm gonna find it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 19. Right, give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repenteth thee, and thou entreat for the same again. Right? Don't give your power over to a woman, man. To anything. Kids, spirits, right? That's really what you're doing. You're giving your power over to the spirit that's within her, and now you all jammed up, right? Gun, Salakia. But now you all jammed up. I'm gonna see if I can find that precept, man. Salakia. But now you all jammed up, man. Like, you ain't thinking straight, right? You usually work out. You don't work out anymore, right? You don't have no time to yourself. You always around her. You know what I'm saying? That you shouldn't give your power up to a woman like that. I mean, because man, what was that precept? Is I want it. It gotta be in Proverbs. It's better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious woman. Roughly paraphrasing.
I think it's Sirach 26. Let me see.
It should be like it's another one though. It's two. Man, Salakia. All right. Salakia. Because that's the whole reason why man be outside.
Proverbs 21 and 19.
21 and 19. That's what it was.
It's right down. It's in the same chapter I was just reading.
Oh, Khan, right? You ain't bring this. You brought it out?
No, I brought out verse 9.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 21, verse 19. It said, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman, right? And the Most High let you know what you're going to deal with, man. Because if you haven't been setting boundaries from the beginning, and soon as you set boundaries, she's going to think like, what? What you mean? She going to get confused. She gonna act crazy because you ain't do that in the first place because you was a yes man. I know if any brother saw that movie Yes Man from Jim Carrey, you were just saying yes to anything, right? You just a yes man. You know you don't need to be moving to California, the tax bracket high, or New York. She wants to move to California. The weather nice. I don't want to be here. Y'all move down there. Now y'all jammed up. You can't get a job. Right? She upset because you can't get a job. Then you talk about what you said you want to move down here. I did this, brother. You knew not to go. You knew not to move. Right? I did this for you. I mean, you happy, right? Now you were happy. I can't get it. You just jammed up, but brother, you knew not to go to California, bro. You knew not to move down there. You knew that you really need to be making at least like 22 to sustain yourself to be content in California because it's hot. You know what I'm saying? You just giving it up. So now she upset. Now you outside. You walking around. You smoking blacks. Now you jammed up, man. You jammed up. You supposed to get into the precepts, but now you smoking blacks. But that's the Lord, man, because you giving your strength to a woman. Where I got another precept in Sirach. All right. Let's go to the book of Sirach. We jammed up, man. She went to move to California because the weather nice. And now you just end up just sliding down. I can't get a job. She mad at you. And you talking about I did this for you. It was all for you. You know, don't you like it? You can wear, you ain't got to wear coats and hats and, it's off, man. Right? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 23. Salakia 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So you got to question yourself, do you fear the Lord? Because if you just giving your strength all to women, if you just covenant women, every woman you see, you just, dog eyes and your tongue out, right? Do you really fear the Lord? Because you shouldn't be after your sisters like that. That's your sister at the end of the day. So you shouldn't be lusting after her, right? And if you are, and you take heed unto her, you're a wicked man. The Lord is going to give you a wicked woman. I'm going to read that again. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So if you're a wicked man for looking at your sisters as a object, something to just pound on and then go to bed. Like, come on, bro. That's off. You shouldn't think like that. And then you wondering why she don't want to listen to you. You wondering why that every time when y'all do go out, y'all have nothing to talk about. You don't even know the sister like that. All you know is how she shaped and the hairstyle she wear and how she smell. You just tripping over E because she smell like pancakes. Brother, come on, brother. That's off, bro. Like, that's all it takes for you to get overthrown, right? I yield with that, man.
Pancakes is wild, but I was gonna touch on Sirach 26 and 23, right? It says a wicked woman is a portion given unto a wicked man, right? We're just touching on what the brother said, right? Your woman is just genuinely a reflection of you, right? You ever see, right, after you deal with an Eve for so long, y'all personalities start to kind of match, right? And brothers be knowing, right? What was Eve just saying like not too long ago? They'd be like, oh, it's the something for me, or it's the I don't know, it'd be something, but brothers get my point, right? Next thing you know, right, you and Eve got the same damn personality, right? I remember back in the world, right, you'd be dealing with an Eve, and then you might have right, saying something that you do, right? You be carrying around your strap, right? Next thing you know, right, Eve got your damn gun in the mirror talking about, yeah, with your shades on, right? We call them buffs out here. They have your buffs on, right? Put a little aluminum foil piece in their mouth to make it look like a grill, right? Eve don't act just like you, right? So if you teaching her an evil lesson against you, or you teaching her disorderliness, or you teaching her to have a spirit of hatred, especially for brothers that's in organizations, right? The spirit that you have on your superiors, or the way that you treat your superiors, is the way that she's gonna treat and look towards you, right? This is how she's gonna understand to view authority, right? And that's how she's gonna start to act, right? It says a wicked woman is a portion given unto a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, right? And she could be a god, and just because you got a woman, right, who might be a brawling woman at first, right, doesn't mean she can't be changed into a woman that fears the Lord, right? A woman that has respect and looks up to her husband, right? But it's all about the spirit that you move in. It's all about how you act, right? How you carry yourself, right? How you maintain yourself, right? Brothers got it.
God, it is about how you maintain yourself. And it is. They definitely a reflection of you. So, I mean, like I said, you're a wicked man, she's going to be wicked. And she's going to be more wicked than you. Because you got to be careful, man. These women can be cunning, if it's not used in righteousness.
I got to hop off, but y'all let me go up.
Con. So, all right. You can get off. You good. Con, I'm going to keep going, right? All praise to the Most High. Gonna wind down, but yeah, she a reflection of you, man. When you being wicked, she could be more extremely wicked than you, right? And then Jake be understanding. It happened to me before. When I was in the world, I was a wicked man. And the things that I was doing, she did the same thing, but it was way worse. And that can happen. The Lord will catch up with you on that, right? I'm gonna bring out a precept right? This Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. So you just giving heed to a woman's beauty. It says don't stumble at her beauty and desire her not for pleasure. Because she should be able, she's a helpmeet, you know, not an object or a tool to something you can use late at night. Right? That's not something you should do. Stumbling at the beauty of a woman. And what you do when you stumble at the beauty of a woman, once you stumble, it's a wrap. Because now you start giving money, you buying things, right? You know you got some stuff to do, like I say, and then next thing you know, you don't take heed. So let me I got another precept. Bear with me real quick. What was it? What did I want? Yeah, Ezekiel. That's what I wanted. Ezekiel. Because once you stumble at her beauty, you start just buying things and going crazy on money. And then she'll start to take heed to that and use that against you. And now you broke every week. You get a check. You get a check every week. And now, you know what I'm saying? You go broke. As soon as you get your check, you go broke. Just giving her stuff, trying to please her. That's off. Right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 33. They give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hirest them, that they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom. So you just lusting, right? You just lusting, giving her gifts, and she take heed to that. And best believe she knows that, and she's going to use it against you. And then most importantly, Jake give her money and stuff because he's trying to get something that all men wants, right? And that's off. That's off, right? I got one more precept, one closing precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Right? So the woman was created for the man, not the other way around. So if anybody say otherwise, that's off. And with that, I would say Kwam Yashrella, Shalom.